Hello, welcome back to Miami Revealed. Today is May 18th, 2024. My name is Frank Pichel. I have the honor of being with Mr. Correa, a police who has 43 years of law enforcement experience. And he used to be my partner. And Nelson, thank you for coming back.
Oh, thank you for having me on the show.
Nelson, let's talk about the firing of Mr. Luis Correa, the former Biscayne Park police chief, and you worked at Biscayne Park. Is that correct?
That's correct, but let's clarify something. Luis was not fired. He resigned.
You're correct.
He resigned under administrative leave that he was.
So he resigned under pressure?
Well, I think he resigned under the evidence that was presented to him that he chose not to fight.
Well, it's too early for that because we don't know what he's doing or what his attorneys are doing. Maybe down the road, when more information comes out, we'll figure it out and have a more informed and intelligent information to come to conclusions. However, I told you on a previous show that my experience with Mr. Correa, I've seen him in gay clubs, his mannerism and everything else. So again, I venture to say that some of the allegations and information that's going to come out will be tied in somehow to a sexual harassment complaint or abuse.
Yeah, and you have mentioned that several times, and I would be shocked. I really would be. Just like I am now listening to this, that any of that will come about.
But no, given the fact that we see so many atrocities, never before in the history of Miami-Dade County have we had so many police chiefs fired or arrested. One tried to commit suicide in the middle of the turnpike. The former director of Miami Dade Police Department.
Yeah, Freddie Perez.
Yeah,
No, Ramirez.
Yeah, everybody feels sorry for the atrocity, but again, I go back and I said, by whose hand was that done? And it was by his own hand.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I don't agree with, even though I have a huge history of working with homeless people. In fact, I've had homeless people stay on my property, in my house, without rent until they get their situation more or better. So, I've done that for decades. You know that.
Yes.
You were my partner. And I don't agree with Mayor Cava and the Miami-Dade Commission to continue to pay his salary while he recuperates and or we have the elected sheriff, which will be this year. Why should we pay for a suicidal, let's say, it's got to be said this way, maniac?
My understanding, and I may be wrong, is that he's been paid as a consultant to the acting director at the moment.
How can he be a consultant when he has basically no motor skills? He's got a hole in his head and a plate. And what can he consult about because he can't go to work? He's probably in rehab still. And that's just another cronyism to take care of somebody with our tax dollars. I didn't approve it. Did you approve it?
No, I did not.
Are you in agreement with that?
No.
Exactly. Would they do it to you? If you
No.
didn't sing?
Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Are you
We're
kidding
just
me?
a number.
Well, no. We're just tools that they use to get their way.
Yeah.
And this has to stop. And I'm very happy and glad, and we're fortunate, all of us, that finally in 80 years, we're going to have an elected sheriff in Miami-Dade County. Hopefully, it won't be part of a gang, because if it is somebody that's been in this situation with cronyism, nothing's going to change. they're just gonna continue the same old. You know, we, like the saying or the song goes, we need a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town.
Okay, and he's gonna have the power to conduct investigation into corruption, money laundering, all those things. And that's what we need to protect our interest, our tax dollars, which is horrendous. The taxes go up, salaries stay the same.
That's true.
Let's finish off with Mr. Cabrera's situation. Again, a lot of this, in my opinion, lies on the city manager being remiss and not continuing to monitor his police department, because with the history that it has, this Camar Police Department, former chiefs falsely accusing black males and pinning crimes on them just so he could get his stats cleared. But he was convicted and served 3 years. The city manager must know that you have to have a monitoring system to make sure that that never occurs. But here it is again, reoccurring, abuse of power, firing people with criminal pasts that nobody would ever hire. That's not the way the city should be run or conducted.
I agree.
And you were there, you worked there.
I wasn't appraised to any of that situation.
But you worked there, so you were there nonetheless. And,
Yes, I was.
you know, and unfortunately, what did they do to you?
They gave me a ticket out.
I took it out. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I was told that my services were no longer needed.
So then basically...
And I had not committed any violations or anything.
And were you ever reprimanded for anything?
No.
How about verbally, in public?
Many times.
No, that's not permissible under civil service laws. And
Especially when I wasn't wrong.
so basically they told you, leave or get fired.
Basically.
Thank you, my friends. We're going to cut now and see you again in the next segment. Again, my name is Frank Pichel, your host. Thank you, Nelson.
Thank you, Frank, for having me.
You have a lot of courage to come here and speak about this. I invite Mr. Cabrera to come on the show, or we'll go and film him wherever he is, if he wants to. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.